Hi guys, welcome back to Dimitra's Dishes. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a meal that can come together in 30 minutes. So spring is here and you want to eat something light and fresh and very easy to prepare. This is the meal for you. I'm actually going to prepare a whole meal. So the star of the meal is going to be the fish. I'm using codfish fillets and I'm going to serve them in a buttery lemon sauce that's really ready in no time. The fish part of this meal is going to be ready in like 15 minutes. The thing that takes the longest to cook, that hardly needs any prep because the rice cooker does all the work, is the rice. So I'm going to be serving this with some white rice and some sauteed green peas that are frozen. Let's go over the ingredients so that way we can get started. So I have 2 fish fillets. They're 6-ounce fillets and I'm using codfish today, but use your favorite fish. Then we have some all-purpose flour, some capers, 1 roasted red pepper that I buy already roasted in the jar, salt, pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, some olive oil, lemon juice, a little bit of chicken stock, 2 garlic cloves, and we're going to use a little bit of butter. And then I have some frozen green peas here that I buy from the supermarket. I always have a pack of these in my freezer because I like to stir them in almost everything and they come together in no time. We're going to begin with the fish. The seasoning for this fish does not get any easier than this. All we need to do is season it with some salt and black pepper. Now you can go ahead and add your favorite seasonings, whatever you enjoy putting on fish, go right ahead and put it. This recipe, as simple as it is, has so much flavor and most of it comes from the sauce. But if you've been watching this channel, you know that I like to season every ingredient as we go so we can have maximum flavor. So we put salt, pepper, and then we're going to put flour. We're just using this to dredge. We're going to flip this side and do the same thing. Salt, pepper, flour, and then we're ready to heat this in the pan. So while my pan is heating up for the fish, I'm going to put my green peas in the other pan, and I'm just going to season them with some salt, pepper, and put just a little bit of olive oil on them. The pan is under a medium heat, maybe like 1 or 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can use butter if you wanted to, and that's it. As soon as they thaw out, they're ready. So if you've noticed, I put foil all over my stovetop. That's because frying this fish, or pan frying it, which is what we're gonna do, creates a lot of splatter and I just don't want to clean up a lot of mess, so I've just taken that extra step. The pan is nice and hot. I have a medium-high heat underneath here because we want to get a really nice, almost like a crust, but at least some really nice color on the fish. And we're gonna cook the fish about 4 minutes on each side. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear that sizzle. And after that, we're just going to take the fish out and put it on a plate so that way we can make the sauce. You'll know it's ready to flip when it releases from the pan easily, so don't mess with it until at least the 4-minute mark passes. And then if you want to, just go in and like sear the sides a little bit for a few seconds. But I will warn you that it will splatter a lot. So once it's done, take it out of the pan. So at this point you want to turn the heat off from underneath the pan because we're going to make the sauce. So the heat is turned off the pan at this moment, and I'm going to grate 2 garlic cloves in here using my microplane, which is my favorite tool for grating garlic. I don't even bother mincing garlic anymore with a knife. I just grate it on top of this and it's just the perfect consistency. There we go. Get that piece out. Get all the garlic out from back here, and the residual heat from the pan is just going to warm this garlic through just enough. You don't want to leave the fire on underneath until you're done mincing it because then it can burn really quickly. So we're just going to cook it just a few seconds really. That's it. Now we're going to add our chicken stock and it's going to deglaze the pan. If you wanted to, you could just use vegetable broth if you didn't have chicken broth. And we're just going to have this reduce until the chicken broth is reduced by half. So once the chicken broth has reduced, we're going to add our lemon juice, a few capers. I love the tang and the bite that the capers add to this. The roasted red peppers, And just a little bit of butter at this point to give it a little bit of a creamy consistency. Give it a little swirl. Now I like a little heat in my food, so I'm gonna add just a little pinch of crushed red pepper flakes. You could leave it out if you don't like your food slightly on the spicy side. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put the codfish back in, just so that way you can warm through. After about 30-40 seconds, we're gonna turn it off the heat, and the sauce is gonna infuse the fish with all these delicious flavors, and we'll be ready to serve it. And just like that, we have a meal ready in under 30 minutes. So if you were using a thinner flounder fillet or just a thinner fillet of fish, all you need to do is cook it for 1 minute on each side and it's done. The cod takes a little bit longer because it's a thicker fillet, so you want to make sure you want to cook it all the way through. My green peas are ready. Now what goes really nice with green peas is some dill. So if you had some fresh dill, you could chop it up and put it in there. I'm keeping it really simple like this. The fish looks delicious and I know it's going to taste delicious too. The roasted red peppers are going to add a really nice sweetness to it. The lemon butter sauce is just exactly what it sounds like, a creamy lemony butter sauce that doesn't have any cream in it, so you can't beat that. And I just made some plain white rice in here. Now I cannot live without a rice cooker. They're not sponsoring this video, but I am going to share with you that 90% of the time when I'm cooking plain rice at home, I just pop it in the rice cooker. You just follow the instructions depending on the kind of rice that you're cooking. So I usually cook white basmati rice, and it's 1 cup, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water, a teaspoon of salt, and a little bit of olive oil or butter. You press the button and it's ready in like 20 minutes. So you really can't beat that. It makes amazing brown rice too. So if you don't have one and you want to get one, I'll put the link down below where you can get it. But I'm going to put it all together in a plate and show you what it looks like. Check it out. I mean, this is restaurant quality food, you guys. You go out and spend a lot of money for this. I'm going to get a fork. You guys head on over to the website www.dimitrasdishes.com. I also post a recipe down in the description box, down right below this video, so you can also get it there. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for spending time with me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.